What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good,
What's up
Trust?
with it? What's up with it, baby?
Episode 10. Episode 10. Before we
Episode
get
10,
started,
man.
I want to give a shout out to all the YouTubers out there, whoever's tuning in. We on episode 10, y'all. Again, it's growth. I want to start out by letting you know I come to you humbly out of respect for life and life itself. With that being said, and now we got that intro out the way, let's go and dive into it. What's up, Trust?
Oh man, it's a blessing to get here, man. Like you said when we first started, consistency is the name of the game. We're gonna keep on doing it, regardless of who rolling with it or who not. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
9 billion people on the planet Earth. We just need to reach one.
I know that's right, man. We gonna
Show.
we gonna earn our fans one by one, bro, episode by episode. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up. That's what's
So,
up.
the key to it is consistency. So far, that's what we've been doing, man. We've been very consistent, and I'm gonna keep it up. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna be smashing the gas because we finna up it up a notch, bro.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Let's smash the gas.
What
that boy
what's
say?
going on with you?
Full throttle, man.
Yeah.
No brakes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, man, I have to dress. I'm dressing comfortable today, man. I just come from a crazy workout, man, with Queen Shira, man. So she wore my ass out, bro.
I can only imagine, bro.
Yeah,
Man,
you already know. She go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Queen Shira and shout out to FDL Compound out here in Atlanta. If y'all ever in Atlanta, if y'all is in Atlanta, y'all looking for a place to work out, a great place where you can build whatever goals you have as far as dealing with working out, man. Get with Queen Shira. She's one of the best trainers in Atlanta. All right. So just go to Instagram, type in @Queen Shira and FDL Compound. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Fred too. So I hollered at him today. But yeah, man, she worked me out, bro. Kicked my ass.
Yeah.
I ain't in bodybuilding shape. I'm in boxing shape because I left the boxing gym. Then I came there, but like we talked about, them two totally different workouts, bro.
Two totally different. Yeah. For sure. I already know she had you on. What y'all did? Y'all did like a full body workout. Y'all went all the way in, or just upper body type?
We did upper body. We did abs. We did back and chest.
Okay, abs, back, chest.
Yeah, so we left the arms alone. So we just did the abs, the chest, and the back.
Yeah. It's big back season, they say. You got to get that back right. It's big back season, man. Yeah, so you got to be in there flexing.
Well, you was silly, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So H-Town got snow.
Bro, man, we got snow. I'm
Late
talking about,
Christmas.
bro. We had about 5 inches of snow, man. I'm talking about tripped me out when I woke up. It was so crazy. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get outside and check it out, man. I'm talking about everybody got snowmen in their yard and big snowmen, not the little ones, the big ones. So man, it was magical, but you know how Houston is, so the whole city shut down. Ain't nobody making no money right now. You know what I'm saying? Ubers just to get around the corner, man, from my house to the airport is $130. $130, bro, to get to the airport. So don't nobody want to move in it.
And you not even far from the airport.
I'm not far from the airport at all. I'm not far from the airport at all. $130 ride from my house to the airport. So tomorrow, it was the novel of it. The first day of snow. Then it was today where we still had snow on the ground, but it started to melt. So tomorrow we should be back up and moving. You know what I'm saying? It's over now. It's time for everybody to get their ass back to work. So But man, it was a beautiful thing. You know, I don't want to see it no more for another 40, 50 years, but it was beautiful to see at that time. You know what I mean? That ain't why I stay in Houston. I don't stay in Houston for the snow, bro.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
at
You know,
all.
we done had whole childhood, we done lived whole childhoods and didn't see snow.
No snow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the
Yeah,
kids
that
love
type
it
of
though.
snow, we ain't seen it probably 40. That's probably the first time we ever seen that much snow in Houston.
Ever. That's what I
Ever.
was saying, bro. Ever. Yeah. So it
Yeah.
was crazy. The kids loved it though. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful
Yeah.
thing to see all the kids outside
Yeah.
playing in it, you know.
Well, you know, I'm in that age, man. When it snow, it rains snow.
Yeah.
So,
See, y'all have 4 seasons out
yeah, we
there.
have 4
You know what I
seasons. Yeah.
mean? Yeah, y'all got 4 seasons. You know, in
Atlanta
Houston, it's
don't miss no winters.
yeah. You know, in Houston, it's summer, and fall.
That's it. Them the only y'all have 2
That's the
seasons.
only shit we got. That's
Yup.
it.
I'll be telling people that, man, when because they find out, I be like, man, we don't really know what cold is. Our
Nah.
cold is cold to us. It's not regular cold.
Yeah, it ain't cold. You know,
It's
50
almost
degrees
summer.
to
Yeah.
us. 50 degrees to us, we big coat bundled up. It's cold
70 degrees.
outside.
Say, man, in Houston, anything under 77 is cold.
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold, man. But yeah, man, it's
Yeah.
crazy. You
So
got a
a lot
good
of
icebreaker. I know you done put together us a good icebreaker this week.
I got a funny icebreaker, bro. I got a funny icebreaker. All right, let's get it started, man. Let's get it
That's
started.
what's up.
Those that already tuned in, thank you for tuning in. If you can, like, share, subscribe, comment. If you want to jump in on the conversation, you already know. Just type in the comments. You know, we will react to them. You know what I mean? So let's go on. As usual, I do my icebreaker. So that's my little niche. I ain't seen no other podcast that do icebreakers. So I'm gonna do another icebreaker. So this is a funny one. I seem to find better ones before every episode. So
Okay, let's check it out.
all right, hold on. Hold on. Can you see it yet?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, here we go. I can't see it now.
Okay, I got the load up. Okay, there we go.
Okay, hold on. Oops. Dang, hold on. All right, let me go back to it. Can you still see it?
No, I can't see it no more.
Okay, hold on. All right, I'm gonna do it again.
I know you hear them pots back there, man. She better not wake mama up doing all that noise in that kitchen.
I'm telling you,
Mama boy,
right
it's gonna be here to tell somebody she wake up mama.
I'm telling you. All right, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, then hold on.
Hey, get it, twin. Hey. Shut up! Hey, get it, twin. Hey. Shut up! Hey, get it, twin. Hey. Shut up! Hey, get it, twin. Hey. Hey.
He ain't playing no games, is it?
Say, man, talking about standing on business.
That's a big brother right there, man.
He's standing on business, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
He not playing no games, dog.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do it in front of him.
Respect me. Have some standards.
Yeah, for sure.
What you think this is?
Yeah, man. Shout out to that young brother, man. I feel
that's a big brother, bro.
Yeah, that's big brother.
But I'm gonna tell you what's so beautiful about the situation, and I want women to pay attention to this.
Mm-hmm.
We are instinctively protectors.
For sure.
Didn't nobody even know this kid was gonna do this.
Nah.
She just happened to be recording.
Mm-hmm.
And he seen it and he stood on business.
He did.
I mean, he instantly reacted.
He, and not to dwell on the negative, man, but mama shouldn't be telling her to do no bull crap like that.
I know she was cheering it on. That kind of threw me off too.
Why would you embed something like that in your child? You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Big Brother. I know it's a man somewhere. You know what I mean? For sure.
The only reason why I didn't really care to dwell on that part too much because they babies. At that age, all they know how to do is shake their pamper anyway. So so I ain't put too much issue on the mom. But I love the fact that Big Brother stood on business, man.
Yeah, he did. Big Brother was out there.
You think this is?
No. Tell me them kids ain't got sense, man.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah, like he been here before.
We more intelligent than people give us credit for when we kids. Yeah, so that was the icebreaker. Man, it's a lot in the news, bro. I mean, we got a lot going on, man. So
anything Donald Trump set the new waves on fire, man.
Yeah. So it's been some culture backlash. Snoop and Nelly has been under fire by the culture, as they call it.
Yeah.
And man, they came down pretty hard on them. So I'm finna show you a clip. This the Willie D show. Shout out to my Fifth Ward brethren, Willie D. We both from Fifth Ward. Shout out to him. And let's watch it. Let's see what Nelly had to say about it. All right.
With me because I put on for my city and I try to bring my city up every step of the way. I did not know you was riding with me because you thought I would ride for who you voted for. I didn't know that. I apologize. I apologize. I didn't know that I had to agree with your political choices, and I did. I don't knock the brothers and sisters that benefited from it. I don't knock the correspondents that may have gotten money to do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. It don't matter who is in office. The same way that our men and women, our brothers. The thing. Okay, I get it. He did say if you don't vote for me, you're not black, right? Oh no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Hold on. He did create
I know where you're going. I know
he did create the crime bill in the 90s, which said that if nobody's allowed to change, right? See, here's the thing. So we can talk about past, but we never want to talk about our past. If we bring up, if our past get brought up in our community for a lot of what our men did, we always call it real big, say, yo, these young brothers, we've been through a lot. I know I've been through a lot. If my past was what was going to prevent me from winning today, but you was riding with me because I put on for my city and I try to bring my city up every step of the way. I did not know you was riding with me because you thought I would ride for who you voted for. I didn't know that. I apologize. I apologize. I didn't know that I had to agree with your political choices. And I did. I don't knock the brothers and sisters that benefited from it. I don't knock the correspondents that may have gotten money to do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing
it. Must be the money.
Perfect segue. So basically, Nelly and Snoop has been in the news. It's a backlash. The coaches, they got a problem with them performing at the inauguration. So I'm gonna speak on this first. I'm gonna go and get it off my chest. Dear black people, fuck your culture.
Why are you crazy?
I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back.
Yeah.
Dear black people, fuck you and fuck your culture.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, I don't want to have nothing to do with your culture right now.
Mm.
Want to know why? Because your culture is trash. Your culture is infested.
Mm.
Your culture has become a cesspool for everything that's wrong with society.
Mm.
Your culture idolizes and worships the worst of us. Your culture cares more about a person that comes home from prison than a person that comes home from college.
Mm.
Your culture is a double standard. Police beat us, we march and riot. Another nigga kill you, free killer.
Mm.
So fuck your culture. Another thing, it's funny how we'll support Biden, but he helped create the crime bill.
Mm.
It's funny how we support Biden, but he said if you don't vote for him, you ain't black.
You ain't black. That's exactly what that's boy. Don't make me
It's
lose my.
funny how
Yeah.
you support Kamala, but she can be black. She can cut her blackness on and off whenever she wants to.
Mm.
Because the last time I checked, I can't cut my black off. I'm black in the day. I'm black in the night. I'm black everywhere I go.
And I'm black, y'all.
So,
Yeah.
so again, black people, fuck your culture.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you why. The hypocrisy in knowing the fact that it was okay for Meg Thee Stallion to twerk and Glorilla to come out half naked in support of Kamala.
Mm.
But Nelly and Snoop Dogg, who's a married man with a whole family,
Yeah.
it's a problem when they come perform at the inauguration ball fully clothed.
Mm.
See, one thing about me, I'm gonna tell you, my child's mother's father said this before. He say, I ain't for you, I ain't for him, I'm for right.
Straight up.
He say, now whatever side right on, that's the side I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. He said, I don't care who it is.
Yeah. Right is right.
Right is right, wrong is wrong. So I'm not going to defend somebody that's wrong simply because of their relation to me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you a fellow black person like me, I'm not going to defend your wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
You know, and so at the end of the day, people that have a problem with Nelly and Snoop performing for Trump at the inauguration ball, y'all need to do some self-evaluation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to do some self-evaluation because at the end of the day, you can't tell. First of all, when did I have to choose? When was I limited to choosing a particular political party? When was I limited to choosing a particular religion or faith?
Mm-hmm.
When was I limited to that? Because the last time I checked, when I was limited to choosing a religion or faith. Last time I checked, when I was limited to choosing a political party, we were slaves.
For sure.
Or it was the Jim Crow era.
Yeah.
See, the last time I checked, it was a point of time where white America gave us those limitations.
Mm.
So now niggas giving us the same limitations?
That's cold.
Somebody make this shit make sense. So now we are living in a time where black people or our culture are giving us the same limitations that white America once gave us.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Make this shit. I mean, the shit ain't funny, but the shit funny.
Straight up.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a lot of healing to do. And then it's sad because I'm gonna be honest with you. The problem ain't that we haven't healed. The problem is that we keep peeling the scab off.
Mm.
We don't, to a certain extent, we as a people, we don't want to heal, bro.
Mm.
I'm so tired of black people in general swimming in the victim Olympics, man, swimming in the victimhood.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Last time I checked, if you either the conqueror or the conquered, what person in his right mind, especially you black men out there, I really have a problem more so with y'all playing victim. Women in general gonna tend to play victim, right? Stronger than them.
Yeah.
You know, they're naturally supposed to rest in their feminism anyway. Their feminism, their submissiveness, their choice to not challenge something stronger than them is their power.
For sure.
But when I see grown ass black men practicing feminism, because that's what it is.
Mm.
Any man that plays victim is practicing feminism. They just don't realize it.
Yeah.
And so I definitely have a problem with that, because once you put yourself in the position to be, I always want to be the victim, then you're no longer a leader. You're no longer qualified to be a leader, bro.
Yeah.
And once that happens, then I can't be mad at any woman that sees that type of man and says, I'm not gonna let you lead me.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a victim like me.
Yeah, damn.
we equal now, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And so we gotta stop that, man. You know, you either gonna conquer or be conquered. You either gonna live or die. You either gonna be up or down. You only have so many choices in life. Like, imagine you about to play a game of chess and you and your opponent finna sit down. But as soon as you sit down, you ready to lose.
Mm.
You ready to be a victim.
Not even giving yourself a fighting chance.
Not even giving yourself a fighting chance.
Mm.
So instead of getting on the chess table and say, I'm gonna overcome the odds, I'm gonna beat this dude. I know he a 3-time world chess champion. But I got here. Instead, I'm just gonna complain about how I'm gonna lose.
Mm.
It makes no sense, man.
It makes no
sense. And so that's my thoughts on it, man. And you know, man, black folks got to stop this shit, bro. We got to stop this, man. You know, if you ain't you either complaining or doing something about it. And my grandfather used to tell me, you can't do both at the same time.
Nah.
You either winning or losing. You either doing something about it, or you letting it take advantage of you.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's my 2 cents on it, man. Go chime in on this.
Yeah, man. Now, I looked at it differently as I looked at the situation of both artists who were involved in this now. Now I feel like Nelly, I think Nelly made the proper move. I don't knock Nelly for going to perform at the well, it wasn't the inauguration, it was the crypto ball or whatever, the crypto conference, the crypto conference.
Yeah.
So I don't knock Nelly for doing it, not at all, because just like he said, I agree with him wholeheartedly. Like he got the right to perform with whoever he want to perform with, or he has the right to have whatever political views or whatever religious views or whatever type of views he have. This is America, Jack. That's that man's own prerogative. However he's standing, that's how he's standing. If I like it or if I don't, he has that right. You get what I'm saying? He has that right. Now, on the other hand,
yeah, I'm talking about it, man.
On the other hand, I cannot respect a man who does not know how to draw the line. Okay. Now Snoop Dogg came out and did all this jigaboo talk. Now, which one of you jigaboos gonna go perform for him next? And I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the first one right there to let you know. And woo 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 woo.
Yeah.
But now you got your ass on stage jigabooing. you get what I'm saying here? So and the fact still remains, he has the right to do whatever he want to do. He's a grown man at the end of the day. Yeah. You know what he eat don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? However, me looking at it from a man's point of view, and you know, because I don't, whatever you have accomplished or your worldly accomplishments in the world, to me, don't make you a man.
Thank you.
Just because Snoop Dogg a millionaire, he's no better man than my neighbor who wake up every morning and take his ass to work and come home to put food on his family table. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to judge him by the same guidelines that I would judge any other man I bump into on the street. And as a man, when you say something to me, I expect you to stand on business. Stand on business. I can respect Trump. Trump say, man, my first hour when I get up in that joint, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Did he play by it? He stood on business. I can respect that kind of man if I like what you're doing or not. Even if it was the ops tell me, look, man, you better not be around there. If I catch you riding there, man, we gonna do that. And he see me and we do that, I'm gonna respect that man, even if he is my enemy. But if he tell me he gonna do something to me and then you see me and you look the other way, oh, you's a bitch ass nigga to me, man. I ain't gonna even fight you because nigga, I know how you coming. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I look at Snoop right now. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? He ain't Unc to me no more. He used to be Unc.
Yeah.
He ain't Unc. Nah, he ain't Unc. Nah. I smell it on him.
Yeah, I totally agree, bro. I totally agree, man. You know, I got so much love and admiration and respect for Snoop. You know, he's definitely iconic. You know, he's the most famous rapper on the planet. That's for sure. That's a fact. That's undebatable.
I wouldn't argue that.
Yeah, and a lot of great hits. And it's so many, you know, it's hard to criticize Snoop because he's done so many things right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but he still can be held to constructive criticism. So my criticism to Snoop is constructive.
Okay.
The only issue that I have with Snoop is a big issue. And I'm not gonna say it's age because I don't like that because I don't want it to sound like it's ageism because I don't like when these, especially these youngsters now, they so used to dying early. They calling niggas Unc at 30. The shit's stupid. But this deaf culture is crazy. For
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
niggas just having kids at 30, some of them. You know what I'm saying? You don't graduate college till you're 24. The fuck?
Exactly.
But my point is not steering away from the subject. One thing that would make Snoop close to perfect, if not almost perfect, is that I will never respect a man at his age, married, kids, had a mama and a daddy, who
Wait,
had y'all,
I didn't know that.
who raised them, and you still lavishly, adamantly, and claiming a street gang.
Mm.
That will never, ever, ever sit right to me. Because Snoop, whether you like it or not, my OG, whether you like it or not, my brother, you're not helping the culture when you do that.
He's
You're
perpetuating the
hurting
problem.
the culture.
Yeah.
You're feeding gasoline to the fire. You want to know why? Because you make gang banging look cool. And when you make you're making it look cool, then you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. And I mean, you throw it up everywhere in every video. You still talking about you cripping, but you live in a mansion in Calabasas. Your kids have been heavily guarded their whole life, protected from harm's way. It lets me know that in some ways he has forgot where he come from. You were facing life for murder. Probably at least 60% of the people you grew up with have gotten killed. Hello? Can you hear me?
I can't. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
For real? Hold on. You sure? Hello? Hello? Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? Mic check 1 2.
Can the audience hear you? Check and see if the audience hear you. Maybe it's just me.
Okay. Let's see. Because I can't. Well, mic check 1 2. Let me see. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Yeah, I can hear me.
No, I can't hear you.
Yeah. Hold on. Mic check 1 2. Hold on. I'm gonna check myself. Hold on.
No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, fam.
Oh, you good? Hold on. I know it's saying something went wrong. Hold on. Nah, because you going in and out.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. You can hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear now, man.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. And so that's all I got to say about that, man, because like I say, everybody loves Snoop, man. Snoop did his thing. He survived a lot of things, and he's up, man. He's up. But whether he wants to admit it or not, or agree with it or not, man, that lingers over that lingers over him. It's a cloud. And at some point, man, he gotta figure that out, bro. Like, You ain't gotta denounce it, but you keep celebrating it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they still killing each other.
Yeah. They still outside.
What?
Yeah, they still outside. You somewhere in the Hollywood mansion.
It take a helicopter to get to them.
Yeah.
Can't nobody get to him but the fans and the hitman.
Yeah.
Can't nobody get to him but the fans and the hitman, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how high that boy is and in the hills, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna switch to the next topic, man. Okay, so do you remember the black male school teacher that went viral and got a lot of backlash from men and women for letting the kids play in his hair?
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So before I show the video, let me say this. I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't. I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't have a problem with it. For one, it ain't like he did it in secret. The man went live. Who gonna mess with somebody live besides an insane person?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He did it live in a classroom at a public school.
Mm-hmm.
It's cameras there. You know, they have cameras in classrooms now.
Yeah.
I didn't see a problem with it, but I did understand parents that did have a problem with it.
Okay.
I respected it. I can understand something even if I don't agree with it. I can respect something even if I don't agree with it. So even though I didn't have a problem with it, I totally respect and understand any parents that did, because it's their child. Mm-hmm. And they get to choose what they have a problem with and what they're not okay with. Mm-hmm. And that's fair.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there are some things that might not be a problem to me with my kid that might be a problem with the next person. Like, for example, if I let my child come to someone's house, right? Mm-hmm. Don't feed my child no pork.
Understandable.
Exactly. They may eat pork, but just respect what I don't condone. Because I don't eat pork. I'm a very healthy guy.
Yeah, I already know. You probably ain't ate pork in what? Forever. It's been a long time. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't give my child soda. Right? These are things that would be a problem to me if you did that.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to agree with it, but just understand. Hey, that man don't feed his kids soda and pork.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, either I can bring them some food or give you some or whatever, or hey, I just won't let them come over there. So again, I didn't have a problem with it, but I also respect and understand the parents that did. So with that being said, the video is going to show you something quite interesting. Check this out. All I can say is wow.
Yeah, let's see what they got.
Okay. Hold on.
Got you pissed off today? I'll start. This is your sign to bedazzle your teacher's head. And not being publicly executed like I was. There's a few subtle differences, but we essentially did the exact same thing. Man is getting his head bedazzled, so they're not even touching his hair. They're literally touching his scalp. I have a teacher with students in close proximity to him. He's clearly a good teacher. He's clearly built a bond with these students. They feel comfortable with him, similar to me. The school year, letting his kids have fun, probably at the end of class, like my video. Students' faces are shown in the video. It's all over the internet. Working arduously to try to find everything to destroy this man, like y'all did. Are we not dragging this man through the mud like I was dragged through the mud? Before someone says it, everything that y'all tried to dig up about me was cap. I addressed every single thing that y'all tried to dig up about me to try to fit this narrative that I'm a monster. None of it held weight, and I addressed every single one of it. I've been transparent this entire time. I was never texting my students. People saw a video of me reading messages from my phone and automatically assumed that I was texting my students. They were emails, and I was reading my work email from my personal device. Next. Oh, he was shooting a shot. He shot a shot at a high school girl. Since when does joining a viral trend along with millions of other TikTok users equate to shooting your shot at someone? Since when does stitching someone's video and joining a trend equate to shooting your shot at someone? Next. Lastly, I don't know how the internet found out I was fired before I did. How does that work? It's exactly why we can't just see things on the internet and just take it and run with it. When you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. It brings me back to the question, why do we not have this same energy with this teacher here? At least with my video, y'all got a nice, in-depth, eloquently put explanation as to why I was getting my hair undone. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I firmly believe that I was attacked. And let me add this in here, mainly attacked by my own community. I was attacked by my own community for the most part. Anyway, I firmly believe that I was attacked because I'm a young, handsome black man. People who watched this video and thought anything weird or anything suggestive saw me, was attracted to me. I got tattoos. I got an attractive energy, attractive aura. You could sense that through the video. And since you could sense that attractiveness, or since you were attracted to me, you projected your own thoughts and ideologies and traumas and experiences onto me and my children. And that is a hill I'm willing to die on 1,000% of the time. What else could it be? We got Peter Pan here essentially doing the exact same thing that I did, but he's not being attacked. Throughout all this, we had several teachers come forth and show their videos of their students assisting them with their hair. No flack. I mentioned this in the video. If I was a female teacher, this would not be a problem. And y'all are proving my point. So I guess if I was a female teacher and I was palm colored, this wouldn't have been a problem. Let's stir the pot again. What do y'all think? Why was I publicly attacked when many other people doing the same thing are going scot-free? Y'all mad at me for creating bonds with my students. At least they're not fighting me. At least they're not fighting the teachers. At least my students aren't smoking crack in the bathroom. Y'all mad at me for getting my hair taken out. At least I'm not on the internet seeking validation from minors. This was a teacher that tweeted this. Miss A-Dog said, y'all think my 10th grader's looking at me? My sister, first off, out-of-pocket question. What would even possess someone to come online and say something of that nature? Where is the dress code? Why are you going to school in yoga pants? Those don't even look like yoga pants. They look like long johns. Why are we going to school like that? And they look kind of see-through. And 10th graders? Sister, you have the whole school looking at you. Probably the custodians as well. She's asking questions she already knows the answer to. She knows exactly what she's doing. Miss A, you got a wagon. Yes, they're looking. Everyone's looking. We got bigger problems here. What's got you pissed off today? I'll start. This is your sign to bedazzle your teacher's head. Roll the not being publicly.
That hit different.
Bruh.
That hit different.
The silence is louder than any set of words, bro.
Fam. He really said it all, fam. He really said it all right there. And not only did he say it all, bruh came with receipts. Bruh came with receipts pulling up accounts. I'm appalled. I'm really appalled, and we got to do better. We got to do better. You know, when I first seen the video of him taking his hair down, it all looked innocent to me.
Me too.
It looked innocent. But like you were saying, you know, you have to respect what a parent says about their child. Now it looked innocent to me, but my take on it was that when you're dealing with a 14, 15-year-old girl, she can take it in the wrong way. You get what I'm saying? She can take it in the wrong way. And I'm holding that same stance against this palm colored teacher. I like the way he did that. I'm
Hey,
gonna
that
steal it
killed
from
me
bro.
right
I
there.
like the way he did that. This palm colored.
Hey, what they call it? Safe words? What Kevin always say? Safe word.
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
was
use that.
palm colored. He was palm colored. Okay. So this palm colored gets his whole head bedazzled. Theme song playing in the back. All this here going on, which again, I'm gonna say to me looks innocent. Looks innocent. However, it can be taken out of context when you're dealing with a 14, 15-year-old little girl. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Miss Jackson with the tights on is my 10th grader looking at me. Not only should she be fired, she should be arrested. How dare she? And they come at bruh and crucify bruh for just getting his hair took down, and she has the audacity to go on the internet and access her 10th grader looking at her. I'm disgusted, right? I'm disgusted. I really am. Because let me tell you something. If my daughter, I have a daughter, she's graduating this year, summa cum laude. Yeah, my baby graduating summa cum laude. Put that out there. So when my baby graduate, if I was to see my baby about to graduate, if I was to see her male teacher post, is my students looking at him with his shirt and muscles out, man? Nigga, I'm going to jail. Nigga, what? What you mean is my baby looking at you? What do you mean?
Man.
They need to get that man his job back.
They gave it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware.
But he's already been publicly persecuted.
Villainified.
Can't take that back.
Can't take that back.
Yeah.
Wow. Man. Whoa.
Say when I saw it, I had a follower send it to me, bro. I was just mute for a minute because, like you said, he said everything. There's no reason to even remix what he said.
He said it.
He said it, and he said he didn't miss nothing. He hit every note. He crossed all his T's and dots, everything. Q's, R, S's, T's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing. I can't remix it, bro. I don't even need to elaborate on it at this point. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and I was like, once again, this is the culture that we so adamantly claim and love and celebrate. The double standard. Where's the flack for Mr. Palm?
Yeah.
it didn't even go viral.
Mm.
You know, when it goes viral, that means it hits everybody algorithm.
Yeah, yeah. Because bro popped up on mine.
Man, all I can say is that, like you say, we got to do better, bro. That blew my mind. And again, you can tell, shout out to the young man. I love the fact that he's very educated. You can see he's very intelligent. He has a way with words. He know how to explain himself. Man, that man's I can see how he's a great teacher, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, man, I really do. We need more black male teachers. We really do. You know, and I'm not saying that, you know, they need to, you know, overwhelm, because, you know, ain't nothing like a black woman teaching our kids, because that type of thing is their strong suit. They're nurturers. You know, what's important to a kid development is nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so nurturing helps feed the mind the capacity to absorb a high amount of wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lack of nurturing to a child is going to make it almost impossible for the man to feed that child wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
You know, that, in other words, nurturing helps heal the hardship that the father gives the child.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's called hardship for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because we tend, or we should be, hard on our children. We beat them up. Come on, I mean, we throw our kids. We throw them in the air, and the mom like, please don't drop my baby.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure we do.
You know? And when we discipline, or we scare our kids with respectful feel, but it's just fatherhood what they do. When they run to mama, even if the child is wrong, even if the mother is respects and glad that the father's disciplining them, their job is to play the good card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna be okay, baby. I know, daddy fussed at you. Mama love you, though. You want the mother to do that.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be the bad guy.
Please, we both can't be the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want you. No, if I just gotta know, just gotta play the role. Girl, cool. Simp form. Shit. Simp. Please do. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But yeah, he did that one, bro.
And let me ask you that, just not to change speeds on it.
No, hey,
But
man, this is my mother's house. We gonna wherever it takes us, bro.
I was having a conversation with somebody, and they told me, having that kind of attitude, you're not gonna be liked. And I made the statement to them. I was like, it's not important to me if they like me.
Yeah.
What is important to me is that they respect me.
Come on, man. Talk to him. Talk to him.
That's what's important to me with my child. You know what I mean? Because I'm not your friend. I'm your father.
Ooh. Preach.
You see what I'm saying? So me being the good guy and you always liking me, you know, I'll pass on that. I'd rather have their respect. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, we getting so far away from that nowadays.
Yeah, masculinity.
The respect, you know, the respect factor of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody want to be cool with their kids, and it's and I'm not saying don't have a personal relationship with your child. That's not what I'm saying. But there is a line to be drawn. You don't go to work and just, you know, act any kind of way with your boss. You don't go to work and just act any kind of way with your nigga. You know, we was at the club, we spoke, we drank. You don't do that with your boss. There's a line drawn in the sand. Because if you never draw a line, you never know where you stand.
You never know where you stand. I totally agree, bro. I totally agree. You know, I told a lady one time. I said, and I you know I do public speaking. I asked some people. I've asked some guys one time. I say, do you think? I say, would you rather a woman, if you have to choose between the two, you can only choose one. I say, would you rather a woman love you or would you rather a woman respect you? And most of the time, most people say love. And I tell anybody, nah, you're gonna respect me before you. I'd rather you respect me than love me, because respect is love to me.
For sure.
See, I've seen plenty of people disrespect people that they love.
Yeah.
That doesn't guarantee respect.
No, it does not.
But respect is love to me. So that's all I care for. You know, and I agree with you. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about nobody liking me, including my children.
Yeah. Including my children.
Including my children. They can kick rocks.
Sure. Yeah.
Man, my kids can kick rocks. Man.
Yeah.
Hey, I stand on business with anybody.
As you should.
You know, I told my son one day, I say, look here, son. I say, you know, I fought a long time to get you back in my life. I say, I went through hell and high water to get you back in my life. I say, let me tell you something about being a man. I say, you are my son. You my twin. You're a more handsome version of me. You're a better man than me, right? You're a more improved in version of me, right? You ain't reached my status as a man, but you're a better man than me because you made better choices in life than I did, right? At your age. I say, and as much as I love you, at the end of the day, you still another man with his own set of balls. And it's one thing that I, as a man, will never do. I will never run behind another nigga, include you.
Yeah. Straight up.
I told him that, bro.
Yeah.
So you need to make a choice. I said, I'm not running behind no man. I love you. Never had to prove it because I just show it, but I'm not gonna run behind it. That's that, man. I don't give a damn about no kids not liking me, man. Please. I totally agree with you, bro.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. You know, and we need more of that, man. And that's another thing too that I spoke on. But again, these guys that are being fighting, want to be friends and cool with they kids, they come from single parent homes. So it's like a generation. It's a new generational curse, you know. And it's like, now, man, I'm not. No, I ain't giving you nothing. You gonna earn every dollar I give you.
For sure, for sure.
So even when you think I'm giving you something, I'm not giving it to you. You just happen to have earned it. You just might not know how you have earned it.
Yeah.
Or you don't know how you're going to earn it, because anybody I take care of, it comes with expectations and requests.
Yeah. And if you don't take that role, you're doing them an injustice.
Facts.
You're doing them an injustice.
Yeah. You're creating a rogue individual. They become rogue because you didn't give them no boundaries or no standards to remain in to understand, to build integrity.
Exactly.
See, when you don't instill things in nobody, if you don't make nobody work for nothing, then they never grow no integrity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Michael Jackson said something one time. He said, one of the problem with the NBA players now is that they giving everything instead of earning everything. He say, nah, he said, I don't want nobody to starve. He say, no, get your contract money. You know, he said, but he say now these cats is getting $50 million, $60 million shoe deals and stuff like that. And they ain't shot a shot. He say they could be total bust.
Straight up.
And so, you know, he's saying that, and that's watering down the talent in the league. And I felt Mike on that. Mike wasn't hating on the bag. He was just saying, man, make these cats earn or something if you want the brand to grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? The NBA, the last 2 years, have had the worst ratings and ticket sales in a long time.
It ain't what it used to be.
And it ain't what it used to be.
It ain't what it used to be.
You breathe on them, Mr. Fowl.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Same thing with the NFL. It ain't what it used to be.
Nah, it ain't what it used to be.
It ain't what it used to be. And I understand, you know. We ain't gonna even go down that road. Yeah. We'll be here all night. That's a whole nother topic. We'll get to that next week. I'll be back.
All right. So I'm gonna go into the next subject. Lil Woody. YSL Woody. Okay, so YSL Woody was on a podcast, and he was talking about as far as relations and far as why other races don't like us. So he was giving his explanation or his interpretation as to why other races don't like us.
Okay.
So just a second.
YSL Woody, huh?
Yeah, YSL Woody. Most famous snitch in the world.
Yeah.
No shots at you, YSL Woody. I'm just joking, man. Is he?
And allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly,
I'm glad that I hope I'm gonna claim that he's becoming a better person. So
and that's what it's about.
Explains how different races behave to each other in jail. Check this out.
A lot of Mexicans don't like blacks because I was talking to Mexicans. I said, why y'all don't like black people? He said, black people, we're quick to turn on each other. He said, when a Mexican come in, like we in jail, and he showed me. He said, let's sit right here and watch. So they bring new people in. He said, watch this. When a Mexican come in, other Mexicans run to the door, help him with his bag. When a white guy come in, white people go out there, help him out, get him situated. When a black person come in, all the black people sit back and say, that nigga might be a snitch. Or he might be touching kids. We criticize you before you come through the door. And he said, that's why I don't deal with black people.
Lil Woody explains how different races behave to each other in jail. Check this out.
Well, we on one tonight, man.
Man, you know.
Ooh. I'm
gonna speak on this one here first, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Because you know, I know I've been to jail more recently than you've been to jail. So I'm gonna speak on this one, man. I'm gonna speak on this one. You know, they call in jail, they call it pushing or holding the line.
Mm-hmm.
Pushing or holding the line. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to have someone come in and let's say he is a baby toucher.
Let's say he what?
Let's say he is a P5.
Yeah, there you go. Good
P5.
job. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Let's say he is a P5, right? If he is a P5, you don't want to be associated with that type of behavior. So with brothers in jail, we're gonna get to know this brother, but we're not just gonna be running up. Oh, come on, brother! Woo, 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 woo. It's not working like that. Now you see, when you're dealing with other races such as the Palm people or the Hispanics, you know what I mean? They're looking for numbers. They looking for numbers. That's their whole thing. That's their whole thing. And I watch them get numbers. They just trying to get their numbers big. Now let's say example, if one of them come in, he might be with the what they would say the essays, right? He come in, so the essays go up, greet him. Well, where you from? All this here, that. They might have this man clean up crew.
Yeah.
He clean up crew. Brothers, let me tell you something about brothers. None of us finna be on cleanup crew. We not going. You not finna tell me that I'm finna have, you can kick it with us, but you got to clean up, but we got your back. You clean up crew though. Nah, I'd rather not hang with y'all. Brothers gonna stand on their own when it comes to that instance. When it comes to that, because this is a different world. It's not the free world.
Yeah.
It's not the free world. So a brother, he gonna walk by himself. He go to a new tank. When I first come to the tank, I'm in this tank by myself. I didn't catch my case with nobody. I'm not doing my time with nobody. I'm just passing through the system. Now, see, other races, I hate to say it, but it's not the fact that they don't like us. It's more that they fear us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more that they fear us. So it's more of a thing of them gaining numbers. So I gotta disagree with YSL Woody.
Yeah.
I gotta disagree with YSL Woody on that one, man. I gotta disagree with him on that. It's more of a protection thing with the other races, It's more of a protection thing.
So here's my take on it. So based off the jail narrative, I do agree.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw it, I saw someone that was using the best example that he could give to describe why other races don't like us outside of the system.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Because that's two totally different worlds.
Yes,
Inside
two
and
totally different
outside.
worlds. So because of that, I totally agree with YSL Woody. Here's an example. Okay, so let's say you have a happily married man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his wife sees that he's hanging with nothing but single man whores.
Mm.
That's a problem, right?
Big problem.
That's a big problem, right? So when I say it's a big problem, that's a big problem to the married man. Because he cares about his wife. His wife was there when he had nothing, when he came up. His wife make love to him, take care of his kid. That's value to him.
Yeah, for sure.
So even though he don't have nothing against his friends, he probably gonna be like, man, I can't hang around y'all, bro. I love y'all, but I mean, I'm cool. I ain't got nothing against you, bro. But y'all niggas, y'all out here wilding.
Yeah.
Then you married like me, and you horn in front of my wife.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's business, nothing personal. It ain't that I don't like you, but I can't fuck with you. So let me bridge that analogy. Imagine a white guy. Oh, no, not a white guy. A palm-colored guy. Or any other ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say he cool with you, right? But and he actually, I have a like cool. It could be a work relationship or whatever the case, right? But let's say you might wonder why he don't never want to, like rock with you or hang with you or whatever, right? But he see your friends as thugs and criminals. Never said a bad person. Never said they're bad people.
Yeah.
But he sees their lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
He might be like, man, they people he hang around lifestyle, it ain't conducive to mine.
Exactly.
I can't rock with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I say that to say this. Sometimes our people can be blind to our own ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not finna go to I'm not finna hang with my homeboy, my white friend, if the people he hang around are what's that racial group, that racist group down south? The Dixies boys.
KKK.
But I was trying to use a lighter example because they are all the same. Or I say, what's the motorcycle boys?
The Hell's Angels.
Hell's Angels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna hang with you and your friends as part of the Hell's Angels.
No. We can't rock.
We can't rock. I can't trust you. So it's just another double standard where why is it that we get to hate everybody for any reason, but then we complain about the hatred that other gives us for any reason? So we want them to stop hating us for any reason while we get to hate them for any reason. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that because here's why. Here's why. Check this out. How can we expect to improve race relations if we're doing what we don't want them to do to us?
To them. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Make it make sense, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Make it make sense. Where's the logic?
Mm-hmm.
It's all emotionally predicated.
Mm-hmm.
We too emotional, man.
Yeah.
We too emotional.
That stems back to them single mothers. That stems back to them single mothers. You know what I mean? Because emotion. Even though men, and I'm not saying men don't have emotion, but men deal with emotion from a logical standpoint, or he should deal with emotion from a logical standpoint. A woman is mostly moved by emotion.
Yeah.
You can hear it in what she's saying. I feel like. This is how they communicate. You gotta listen to your woman. That's what she gonna tell you when the conversation starts. I feel like, she gonna go from there. So I totally agree with you. We gotta get rid of those emotions that will not get rid of those emotions,
but learn how to
those emotions, channel those emotions differently.
Yeah, we gotta learn how to manage our emotions, and that's where some type of positive male influence comes in.
For sure.
And that's the reason why, like, this culture now, the men in the culture now, they're doing all this crazy stuff is because they're moving off emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And when you mix emotion, when you entangle emotion with the emotionally overran with the man, that's a monster.
Man, it's dangerous.
That's dangerous. Yeah. That's like mixing chemicals that could blow up.
Mm-hmm.
You
For
can't.
sure.
You gotta be careful. You can't mix peroxide with bleach.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna, man, it's something to blow.
Yeah. You gotta be careful.
It's gonna be some smoke in the city. So
Mhm.
you know, yeah, but you're totally right. But that's the problem. That's why I agree with him. You know, we come to the table with complaints instead of coming to the table with solutions. You gotta be dignified with your enemy, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't come to your enemy. How you gonna come to your enemy and expect peace if you come in, man, fuck y'all. Fuck you. I don't like you, homeboy. You need to chill. You need to that ain't, you gotta come dignified.
Mm-hmm.
But we come into our enemy with disrespect.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You still don't come to your enemy with disrespect.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're trying to build a bridge.
There you go. If you're trying to put out the fire, man, come on, man. How you gonna try to put out the fire and you bringing gasoline to the fire?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you bring gasoline to the campfire.
Yeah.
You know, our goal is supposed to be, you know, put together, you know, the s'mores with the marshmallows, man, and we bun, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, we bring gasoline to the fire, to the campfire. Now I got gasoline, nigga.
Yeah.
Brother,
Yeah.
I brought some sticks and s'mores, man. Let's talk about this, bro.
Yeah. They ain't trying to hear nothing.
They ain't trying to hear. They coming to the campfire with gasoline.
Yeah.
That's how we supposed to come in and come, you know, coincide and have a
camaraderie.
Camaraderie, man.
Yeah.
You bring the graham crackers, I bring the, you know, the marshmallows, bro. What's up?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to eat s'mores. So yeah, so that's why I agree with it, man. But I definitely understand you, you know, from a jail point of view.
Yeah, jail is totally different.
Yeah, it's totally different. But I get it. That was the best. That was the only thing that he had to relate to it. So I get it. And even still, I mean, when you think about it, bro, that is smart from a war perspective, dog. Because at the end of the day, especially depending on what type of facility you at, bro, it's war. So it's like, I ain't worrying about what this do. If we in war together and we got to team up, I'm really not concerned with your personal lifestyle right now.
Mm-hmm.
I disengage with you when I get out of here, and if I see you out in the free world, like, nah, you a pedophile. I'm good. We were just soldiers in the army, in the prison, bro. You know, we're good.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you protecting me, and we protected each other. But no,
yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
We in war in prison, dog. Depending on the facility, bro, you are in war. Ain't nobody, man. And forget why you came, why you went here, bro. Right now, it's war, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, so, but yeah. All right, so here go another good one, too, man. Man, I got some, man, there's some good topics today, bro.
Okay. Hit us with that heat.
Yeah, so give me just a second. All right, so this Magic Johnson, this is what he had to say.
And I'm serious. The number one downfall to minority-owned businesses is they hire a family that don't have the expertise. Nobody's not saying not give them a job, but you can't give them this job. And I'm being serious with you. I pay my family to stay away. You don't have to come in, there's a check right there. Stay home, you cool. Just, I know, look 'em, Vic, here you go. Don't worry about it. I'm serious. Because what'll happen is they're gonna lean on you and say, you're supposed to be there at 9, or I woke up late, I'm there at 11. because they're a family member. They can get away with that, they think, right? But listen, you can be very successful. You got to believe in yourself and make sure there's high demand for what you're going to invest in. Don't hire your family unless they got expertise.
All right, so I want to speak on this first, bro.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. First of all, that nigga ain't never had no damn AIDS. That's first of all.
Oh shit.
Nigga, how you catch AIDS in the 80s,
I'm gonna take
90s, and you get bigger? Bro, we was watching our people drop like AIDS was knocking more Negroes off quicker than crack.
Yeah, for sure.
Soon as it seemed like soon as the doctor said you had it, they died. Just fell out right there. Didn't even leave the hospital. Hey, you got AIDS. Oh shit.
Yeah. Especially that time. At that time. Yeah, at that time, you know what I mean? Medication hadn't advanced, you know.
Yeah. So I'm finna speak on my thoughts on that, but I gotta add context to it, right? Because one thing that we can safely say is that when it comes to people's perspective and thoughts and ideology on things, it comes from a few variables. One, it comes from what you were taught. Two, it comes from what you experienced. And three, it comes from how can I say this? It comes from how you think the world's supposed to be in your eyes. And so it's a few things that for the people out there watching, it's a few things you got to understand. For y'all don't know, I'm a clinical psychologist major. So I counsel and everything. So I'm qualified to talk about this when it comes to the psychology of things. Okay. Everything that someone says or does stems from the root. There's something you can take what someone says or do, and if you dig deep enough, and you'll find the root of why that was said and why this person did or do what they do. Right? Leaves don't fall from the sky. Okay? They fall from the trees.
For sure.
So think about the part when he said, don't hire family. And he said, here's why. And he said the reason why he don't hire family is because they might not do the job. They might not be qualified. They might come in late. So he says he'll just pay them to stay away. See, these are very key to understanding why he said that. Because it tells a tale. It tells a story. And if you don't understand that, then you won't fully understand why what he said is some bullshit. Right? Here's why. He's basically telling us that he didn't run his household. He didn't run his household. Cookie ran that shit. He didn't run a tight ship. He's also telling you that besides him being on the road a lot, he wasn't a disciplinarian. These are facts. Yeah. So think about what I'm telling you and then go back and hear what he said.
Yeah.
Because if you teach a kid, if you lead, they will follow.
For sure.
Right? Now, I'm not saying all your kids, right? You have enough kids, you have enough apples, one of them gonna be bad. Every apple ain't gonna ripe. But it basically Magic Johnson told on himself. He did. He basically let us know that he was not the leader in the house. He did not run a tight ship. He was not a disciplinarian. He didn't stand on business.
Yeah.
He didn't. Because can you imagine if a regional or district manager at a company came to check on the manager and asked them how they're running their store, and that manager gave the same sentiments, he would be fired.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean to tell me you can't install discipline? You can't get them to come to work on time? You can't get them to do their job? Then you're not fit for this position.
Yeah.
You're not a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to compare that to the same thing. Who's the boss of the company in the household? It's supposed to be the man. He's supposed to be able to run a tight ship and make everybody work in unison and get the job done. He clearly didn't do it, and it shows. He let them do what they wanted to do and be who they wanted to be. And he's still rocking with it. Oh, well. The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
And so he wrong for selling that bullshit because it's bad enough. We already dysfunctional enough and we already broken apart. Meanwhile, you got rich Arabs, rich Asians, rich Indians, rich palm people. They leaving their kids a whole legacy. Soon as they kid get old enough to work for the company they working for. Who own Walmart?
Yeah, the Waltons.
The Waltons.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the head figures at Home Depot? His kids.
Mm-hmm.
Who is under Jerry Jones for the Dallas Cowboys? His kids.
Mm-hmm.
What we talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
And I can go on and on and on and on. Who own Louis Vuitton? The grandkids.
Yeah.
Who own Ralph Lauren? The grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
I can go on and on and on and on. So why you don't hear none of them saying, oh, don't hire your family? They ain't gonna listen to you because you wanna know why? They made sure their kids listen to them. They're gonna do what the hell I say.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do what I ask. You want this legacy? You want to leave this money? If you teach your kids work ethic, they're gonna have a work ethic.
For sure.
If you teach your kids discipline, they're gonna be disciplined. So yeah, he told on himself, and that's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. How dare would you fix your mouth to tell black people, don't hire your family members?
Don't hire your family.
Man, that's insane, bro. Again, fuck this culture. It's trash.
Yeah.
This culture has stage 3 cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't stand hearing the rhetoric and the ideology that's getting spewed out by people in these positions of power and authority because people listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not good, bro. That's not good at all, bro.
Yeah, it's unsafe.
Yeah. What's your thoughts? I'm gonna let you speak up. He wrong. That's some bullshit.
Oh. I'm gonna go and use this since you didn't use it. I just knew you was gonna say it because you hit me with this all the time. So it's something that always stays fresh on my brain.
Yeah.
It's an African proverb. Treat your family like a business. And your business like a family. You know what I mean?
Love is family. Family is business. The day you stop treating your family like business is the day your business fails, hence your family fails.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
surprised you ain't hit them with it. I love how you always
I
say
try to keep, you know, I say it a lot, so I
it. Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and
The first business you will ever have is the business that God gives you, and that's a family.
that's a family.
Yeah.
That's a family. And like you say, we see it all the time. And so we know that it's not just a recipe for disaster.
Exactly.
It's not just a recipe for disaster.
Nah,
Because
bro.
we see it all the time. Right here in my neighborhood, in my immediate area, whoever this guy named Messiah, he came in and he bought up about 5 gas stations.
Yeah.
They all around me in my immediate area. And guess what? His people in there working.
Yeah.
Not only are they in there working, I think they living in the back of it. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be derogative or anything
No, it's
like
just the
that.
truth.
It's, you know, this is what they doing, you know, and it's smart to me. You ain't gotta pay no rent. We build an apartment or something in the back of this thing. We running this thing. It's smart.
Save.
So
Build.
I don't think it's a recipe for disaster, but like you say, if you're not running your family like a business, then your family is not equipped or don't know how business work. You just paying them to stay away. So you're basically giving them something for nothing.
For nothing.
You're perpetuating a problem.
Creating a problem.
Yeah.
They gonna, as soon as you die, they gonna sell your companies.
Man, what? That's gone.
Say, man, sell this shit. I don't want to do nothing.
Nothing.
He was paying me to do nothing. I damn sure don't want to.
Don't want to do nothing now. For sure. You know, but me personally, I know a lot of people always give praise to Magic Johnson for being this amazing businessman. But me personally, I've never seen him that way. Okay, he had something to do with Starbucks, right?
Well, he bought
However,
Starbucks like anybody can do. Yeah.
However, he's the capital that made the ship sail. The guy who came up with the idea and the business plan and all that, the real mind behind that is not Magic Johnson.
Exactly. He
With
invested.
Magic
He's a good
Johnson,
investor.
he's a great investor. You know what I mean? There's a difference between the two. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's a difference between the two. I don't see him as no great businessman. He came up with Magic Johnson Theaters. We see how long they lasted. Yep. Maybe he should have hired some family or something because the way he ran it, it just didn't work. How long Magic Johnson Theaters lasted?
5 years, maybe.
Man, that joint did not last long.
Didn't last long.
Didn't last long at all. So I don't look at him like no great businessman. A businessman to me is somebody who comes up with an idea, a plan of business, puts that together, and creates something out of it. I've never seen nothing out of it. You know, he had a jump shot, he had the sky hook, he can look the pass like he said, and that's where the money come from. So him just putting his money into other people's great idea, it's cool, but I'm not impressed. I don't look at him as somebody I need to be taking business advice from, because if I'm thinking about going in business tomorrow, I'm not gonna start my business with $50 million in capital from a jump shot that I acquired.
Exactly, man.
We talking apples and oranges here.
Yeah,
so and I second it. He ain't never had AIDS.
Well, say, man, I had a few more topics, but man, we did good, man. We're gonna keep it under 2 hours. We want to thank everybody for coming. Again, we thank y'all for growing with us. Let's keep it going, man. And on that note, we out, baby. Mama say it's time to go to bed.
Good night.
That's what's up.
All right.